These are the meditations of Kantes. On today's meditation, chosen ones and empaths are trendsetters. They are never trend followers. They may be for a time when they are not aware of themselves, but in time they will become fully aware of themselves and they will begin to set the trend. And how do you know chosen ones and empaths are trendsetters? Because of the numerous and innumerable. Chosen ones are rich even in vocabulary, you dig? It's why I no longer try to dim my rich vocabulary, because I'm talking to my fellow kind. And I know you're not intimidated or feel you're like, oh, I learned a new word. Just like I am when I see other chosen ones. I'm like, oh, I learned a new word. You see? But these motherfuckers, when they used to hear me speak with these words, they were like, what? And the whole time I'm trying to break the science of words. I'm like, every word is a new dimension. Every word you learn is like a new plate of food you can be able to eat. You can be able to express yourself. It's like a new different type of cloth. Anyway, chosen ones are trendsetters. You dig? Chosen ones are trendsetters because they exist. You know that they are trendsetters because of how deep the narcs wanted to steal your identity, because you are real. What people call trends are really deep emotional expressions by real human beings that have been expressed so well and so truly that the thing that they're expressing it through, it could be clothes, music, words, videos, a tune, what their energy, what they are cool, maybe they're feeling cool, and so they imbue this cool feeling into a certain type of cloth or a certain type of activity or a certain type of show. And so once they imbue this, then that thing becomes cool, or that thing becomes, you know, real, or it becomes like let's look at the greats like Cristiano Ronaldo is another great empath to look at. Most great people are empaths. You look at it, his celebration, his Sue. It's a dove celebration, one of the best. Sue! You see that Sue celebration? Every footballer does it. Why do they do it? It's because it has a feeling. It is real. It has been done by a real human being expressing his feelings of, gratitude, superiority, good accomplishment. It is imbued with good feelings. Remember, trends are really set along good feelings. Bad trends are not, they are really not bad trends. They're just bad activities being, done. What I'm talking about in terms of the chosen can begin to go to a certain restaurant, then everyone is going to that restaurant. They can begin to eat a certain type of cake, then everyone starts to eat that type of cake. And they don't need to announce it. When I'll make a video on the power of empathy. Empathy makes you get felt by the original substance of the world, and the original substance of the world that is found in all things can feel an empath's feelings so deeply that it transmits this feeling to everywhere he goes. So a narc might, that's why I said you might, there's so much to speak about. The chosen, I didn't make a full video on it, but I mentioned how chosen ones and empaths are really the face on the dollar bill. They are the face on the coin. That's why when you awaken, money, it's only a few years before money stops being a problem, because you'll figure it out, because you are actually the value. Money is really it's like a valuation. It is not the value. It is what we have broken a particular item or activity down so that we can be able to exchange it. We are comparing it to other things that can, we have to break it down into water, because water is the only thing that can really be transmitted of all the elemental elements, air, water, fire, and earth. You can't really transact with rock. Even though you can build houses with it, you can find valuable rock. What really is very portable is water. That's why our currency is called, our money system is called currency, you see, because it's all surrounded by water. So when you awaken as an empath, let me spew it. If you get in touch with your emotions, get in touch with the feeling of wealth, instantaneously you have the feeling of water, and the feeling of water is the feeling of money. So if you sit in that feeling is the secret, then then you'll find your wealth. It's only a matter of time. It will be hard in the beginning, of course, but you can endure. If you have the strength to endure the difficulties that you're facing, then you have the strength to endure the wealth that is yours, because it's all here. It's all in a frequency. But outside of the aspect of money, which we'll speak on in another video, chosen ones are trendsetters, and all these narcs trying to steal their identity is proof that they set the trend of something that is so unique. It's like, for me, when the narcs used to mock how I looked, how I moved, I always used to think in my head, why the fuck would someone want to have this big ass forehead? You dig? How would someone else want to have whatever of my body, of my height? I've had tall niggas 6'4". That's why you can't really come to a chosen and start speaking about physical attributes, beauties of the heart, all these other things. I've seen the 6'4" niggas who people say at women don't really believe that it's insecure niggas who do, but they'll follow it and play along. But tall dudes hate on me. I'm like, but I thought being tall was all all there used to be with my 5'6" ass. You see, I was like, man, they all tall niggas, and I wasn't jealous of them, surprisingly. That's how you know the chosen is a trendsetter, because of all the hate and all the little shade people throw at you, because you are real. Trends have to be real. They have to be backed. It's like trends are like money released by the bank. It has to be backed by gold, and the gold is a real mineral. You see, gold is a real mineral. A chosen is a real mineral. So the trends that are in society have to be backed by chosens. That's why you'll find most churches, there's a chosen behind that. Most president, there's a chosen behind that. Most, even if you read the story of how the United States came about, real ones, chosen ones, our ancestors. It has to be backed by real, because real is the only thing that endures. So you must understand your power as a chosen one. Do not think that in your head, I'm gonna set a trend. Just be your fucking self. As long as it is real, then it is as real as a mineral. We do not discount the value of gold that has been discovered now because of gold that existed previously. If we find gold now, that gold is as valuable as the gold that existed before that gold was found. I know I can be a bit technical, but I'm speaking to chosen ones. You see, we no longer deem ourselves now. You understand? That's why these stuffs are a bit difficult. And let me repeat that. Just because a certain piece of gold has been found now, all the previous gold that existed, that the value of that other gold has not gone down. It has increased. So the more gold we find, the more gold becomes valuable. It's the same thing with you as a chosen. Do not think that you being yourself is somehow not trend worthy, or you are gold and you are adding on to the world by being yourself. So be yourself. You're the most valuable mineral in the world. Remember, all these things they call as gold and diamonds cannot evolve. Forget even just about they cannot have ganja like me right now. They cannot evolve. They cannot. And not to say, because I always mention that I indulge in ganja, because I'm just, I'm not ashamed of who I am. It might be for other narcs who maybe want to attribute my meditations to the ganja. No, this is me high, no high. This is me in the morning, at night, but I indulge in it. So I'm quite open about it. But I should mention that if you find me on a normal Monday like this is exactly how I speak. So do not be taken aback, or do not give, because that's what the narcs have done in my life. Now they know that I'm truly awake. But before they truly grasp this concept, they were always thinking that it's the ganja. So that's why they, threw the authorities at me, because they thought if by removing this, he can go back to sleep. But no, once man sees, it's over. It's over. Yo. So you're a trendsetter as a chosen. You're a trendsetter. You set the trend, and you set the trend because you exist, because you are real. Like the earth that I am walking on. You exist. You see, you are real. And this real is all you need to stay in for you to set the trend. Just do whatever you do. Do not look for cameras or anything. If you want to share your message, of course, do as you do. But let no one be the reason for your season. Let no one be the reason why you wake up or you wear that blue trouser or that black trouser. No, we need you in your own form as gold. You see, we need in your pure form. Forget the gold that has to be refined. Your refinement is you staying in your authenticity. That is you as refined gold. The mineral that is in the earth, that's another bonus of being a human being compared to gold, you know. Because men in this world desire wealth so much. If you give them an option to be a real human being or $1 bill, they would choose to be $1 bill. Man, I'm on beat. That's rhythm. I made another video on rhythm. But listen, as I wind up, you are real. Stay in your authenticity. Your authenticity is what will allow. Ooh, that's the moon. Wow. The moon is very beautiful. You see, the moon is very beautiful. As a man, this is a caveat. When you see the moon, it's like you're seeing your first wife. You see, although it's not your wife, it's the son's wife. You see, so when you see the moon, it's like you've seen Niwana Moka in my language. You've seen your wife, so you say hi. You see, you say hi. But anyway, chosen one speaks to celestial beings. Love is a universal translator. So the moon understands me. It blinked. You might not have seen it. You might think I'm high. That's cool. You know exactly what I'm saying, chosen ones. Stay in your authenticity, and that is where you will be real. Stay in your authenticity, and miraculously, you will see and you will observe just by mistake, because it will happen by mistake, because you're so focused on your life. You'll be somewhere waiting in line or whatever, and you'll see someone doing exactly what you do, and the Most High will allow you to see it so that you can be encouraged to be more of yourself. When God made you, God decided that you are worth being you. Did you hear me? When he said, I've made you like this, he said, you are worthy to be like this consistently. You don't need to change yourself to be anyone. Just by staying in yourself, you are worthy of yourself. Because once you understand who yourself is, you'll be like, man, forget the celebrities, forget the influencers they tell me to wear. Like, I can wear like this, and very soon I'm going on the streets, and then children are like, man, when I grow up, I want to to wear a coat like that. I've received such comments. Those ones are beautiful once you receive them, because you aren't doing anything. You see, it shows you just focus on yourself and you'll motivate people. Now I'm going too far and my voice is quite parched. But again, I'll repeat, stay in your authenticity. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. Stay in your soul. Stay in your soul and be authentic. Adios.